In this lesson, we want to create just a report group and assign our very own first report to that report group. And actually, well, the main power or the main advantages of just report groups, we'll check them a bit later. But in this intro lesson, we'll just show you the steps to create this new report group. So let's open Information Systems, ad hoc reports. Here we will open Report Painter and Report Writer. Then, of course, Report Group. And here we have transaction GR51 to create our new report group. So let's just start this one. And of course, first we need to set up the ID of the new report group. So for this, we will enter just the ID, just type it, and well, the library ID. And then we one copy from any existing report group. With this is just enough to continue. And for this, we will click the header. And of course, we will enter just a short description for this report group. Okay. Now we need to proceed and assign the report that we just created in the previous step. So for this, let's click the first icon of the toolbar of this transaction. So let's click here, reports. And here is, we can add, of course, in a group we can have multiple members. And here we can add all of these members, which will be reports. But we only, at this point, we have only created one. So let's just enter the ID for that report that we just created in the previous lesson. Actually, when we finish typing, we can just hit enter in the keyboard. And we will get just a validation from the system, just showing the correct description for the report and just showing that this is the report that we will assign to this report group. So that is perfect for this. So let's just save. The report group has been saved correctly. And now, well, we will just generate the report group just right away. So let's click on generate. And well, so let's wait just for it to finish. Okay, so the report group was successfully generated. So now we can just execute right from this screen. So let's click execute. And well, in this next screen, just double check that you have the correct report group that you want to execute, which is fine for now. So we'll just execute. This screen, it's well, what we call the parameter screen. Right now, it's completely empty, just because we haven't selected any variable. We just left every value as fixed, but that's fine. Let's just execute. The system will query the database, of course, with the selections. And as you can see, well, we have just a very simple report, of course, as we have been saying, but it's very powerful, just the way in which we can create very quickly a report. Also, well, a report group, assign this report and run everything. And the system is now just querying the database, getting back to us with the data. So we have some actual costs, some planned costs for production, cost of material, for all of these cost centers that we have in this standard hierarchy for controlling area A000. So that is exactly what we wanted right now. So it's fine. Let's just go back. So we can quit, exit the report. We can quit the parameter screen and just the overall transaction. And of course, just with this very simple way of defining a report, we want to finish this lesson. But of course, we also want to invite you so you can keep learning and see a bit more complex things that we can accomplish with this very nice tool.